What's up, guys? Welcome in and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are completely new, hello, I'm sincerely Niko. In today's video, we're going to be decluttering. We're going to be getting rid of some things, and it's about that time because I just got to make space for new stuff that's coming in, and me hoarding things is not the best or the prettiest sight you want to see. So in this video today, we're going to be discarding or decluttering my foundation drawers. I have 2 drawers full of foundations, and when I mean full, they are full. And I am going to be getting rid of some foundations. So we're going to talk about the foundations. How do I feel about them? Am I going to keep it? Am I going to get rid of it? Etc, etc. We're going to do all of that in this video. So if you guys are interested in some of the foundations that I've worn, tried out on Foundation Hunt, etc, featured in videos, yada yada, and what I think about them, then definitely keep on watching this video. But before we get into it, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. That subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the EXO Squad, of course, so you guys can get lit with me. And let's jump right on into this video.
You used to call me on mine. You used to. Yeah.
Alright, so I have my foundations divided into 4 little caddies. I have one caddy here full of, well, she's ready to jump ship. I have one little caddy here full of all of my cream foundation sticks, just so I can kind of have them separate from all of my liquids. Then I have my tinted moisturizers, BB creams, or anything that's in a squeezy tube will be in this one here, like the Juvia's Place, the Morphe, the Smashbox, the Milk Makeup, like the Becca, even my BB cream from Black Radiance. They're in the squeezy tube. They're in this canister here, this cart, this tub, whatever you want to call it. So then I have this one. I don't want to kind of tilt it. This is full of foundations where it varies from drugstore, full coverage, light coverage, etc, etc. All of that is in that one. That I didn't really kind of organize this or separate that one or this one either, which is also drugstore mixture with full coverage foundations, high-end foundations. All that is in here. So we're gonna go through all of this, see which foundations I'm not really feeling anymore, and what am I going to get rid of, and what I'm going to let you guys know why I'm getting rid of it. So I haven't even counted the foundations that I have. I know I have way over 20, way over 30, way over 40 foundations, and this is kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, some of these foundations was in my freelance kit, and I took them out so I can kind of cycle out some products. And I got rid of some of the shades already, but that's that. And of course, some brands send me a lot of the foundations in a large plethora of shades. Like Anastasia sent me multiple different foundations to find my shade. So I have multiple foundations from certain brands. Get that out the way. Let's go ahead and get into the most easiest part, which will be my squeezy tube ones. I feel like I can run through this real quickly because I already kind of know what I want to get rid of out of this and what's going to stay in here. So the first foundation that's on the top is the Becca Skin Love. I'm going to keep this foundation because it's really beautiful on my skin. It gives me very much skin-like finish with the medium to full coverage complexity. I'm going to keep that. You already know I'm going to keep my Fenty Hydrating Foundations. I have shade 445 and also 450. So I'm going to keep these 2 in my collection. I'm also going to keep my Milk Makeup Foundation. I have a backup for this one already, so I'm going to be keeping that one. The first foundation that I'm actually going to be getting rid of is from Sephora Collection. This is the Sephora Collection Matte Perfection Foundation. I have them in 2 shades, shade 59 Ebony and shade 60. No, they're both 59 Ebony. Well, 2 shades of Ebony. So I'm actually going to be getting rid of this foundation. Although this is really beautiful, full coverage, I just didn't like the consistency of it personally as my personal taste. I didn't really care for this. Sephora has some of the most inexpensive foundations that you can find on the market. For 20 bucks, this is a really good full coverage foundation. But me personally, I feel that it was a little too heavy for my skin texture. So I'm going to be getting rid of that. I'm also going to be getting rid of the Morphe Fluidity. This is in the shade F5.40. This I had to revisit because I did not know how to work it the first time. So I had to revisit it, and I had to like work it the way that someone from Morphe store showed me how to make it work, and it came out pretty decent. But I don't reach for this foundation as much as often, so I'm just gonna put this in the discard pile of things that I'm not gonna try. I have the Estee Lauder Futuristic Hydro Rescue. I haven't tried this yet. I'm gonna give this a go. I know this might be a little bit more darker than what I expected to be, but I'm going to be using concealers to lighten it up. So I'm going to actually keep this one because I haven't tried it yet, but I just got it. I am going to keep my tinted moisturizer slash BB cream, and this is from Black Radiance. I'm going to keep these, tried and true. The Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage with SPF of 50. I'm going to get rid of this. I actually don't think I have even tried this. I have tried it. In shade 362, I am going to get rid of this because I don't really reach for it. So it's time to kind of get rid of some things, clear some space. You already know. I am going to keep the Smashbox Full Coverage Studio Skin 24-Hour Foundation in shade 4.2. I'm going to keep this because this was really good. This was really good, but I want to mix products into her to see how she works. I am going to be getting rid of, actually no, I'm going to keep this. This is the Juvia's Place foundation, I Am Magic foundation in shade 230 Malawi. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to give this a go again. I feel like it was a little too warm for me, so I'm probably going to end up mixing that with something else to kind of neutralize it. And then the last two I recently just got as well too, and this is from Kosa, the skin tint. I'm going to give this a go as well too, just so that I can see how she works on my combination oily skin and a foundation hunt in the near future. So this is all that I am going to be keeping, and so far I'm getting rid of 4 foundations. So we off to a good start, y'all. We off to a good start. Let's go ahead and move to the cream family and see what cream foundations we're going to be getting rid of. So the first one I picked up was from Lancome. This is the Lancome Tintadol Foundation Stick in shade 550 Suede Sea. I haven't picked this up in a minute. I think I want to revisit this foundation stick. This was Bae. This was T. And I kind of forgot about her. So I think I'm going to pick this back up. The Flex Stick from Milk Makeup. I'm not going to talk about her. She's T. Juvia's Place. This is in the shade Berlin. She's kind of falling apart, but I kind of go back and forth between Berlin and Cameroon. Cameroon kind of like a concealer color for me underneath the eyes. So I'm gonna actually keep these two as well too. The first foundation stick I'm actually gonna get rid of is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Foundation Stick. I got it in the shade F18, which is a contour color for me. I don't really reach for it as much as I often do now that I have cream contours in my collection. So I'm actually going to be getting rid of this. I'm also going to be getting rid of this foundation stick from Bare Minerals. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in Cedar 12. I haven't even reached for it or used it. It's completely brand new. So she's going to a good donation pile. I have Plethora. And when I mean plethora, I mean a lot of ABH foundations. I have 6 to be exact. Some of them are repeats, so I already kind of know what to do or to expect from them. I have Espresso, Earth, 2 Truffles, Cool Earth, and Ebony. So I have 5 shades total. One of them repeats. I'm actually going to keep all 6. Because I can actually fluctuate between all these shades. I really am truly truffle, but I can get deep depending on how much sun I get and get cool earth. So I'm actually going to keep all 6 of these. The next foundation stick that I am going to be getting rid of is from Black Radiance. This is the Black Radiance Color Perfected Foundation Stick in the shade Chocolate Drip. I've been using this for a contour, but like I said, now that I have contour creams, I'm actually going to remove this out of my collection. 2 more foundations that I'm also going to be removing out of my collection is from Sephora. It's the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation Stick, and one of them is in the shade called Teak, which is red. That is Teak. She is like super red. I don't know who she was gonna fit. And then Mahogany. And Mahogany was pretty okay. I could definitely still do Mahogany, but I'm kind of out of the whole stick foundation phase. So I'm going to actually get rid of those. Maybelline Super Stay in 360. I think I'm going to keep this. This would be a cute, like, coverage stick foundation. Minted Cosmetics, I'm keeping this in shade D10. If you guys are interested in any products from Minted Cosmetics, you can use my code, which is down below, which is X0Niko, to save 10% off of your purchase. Do want to kind of throw that little promo out there. Want to get some really good black-owned makeup at an affordable, really affordable price? Check out Minted Cosmetics. And then the last foundation stick that I am going to be keeping is from Krylon. This is the Krylon TV Paint Stick. I got this foundation stick because of Patrick Star. It's in the shade B24, which is pretty much a neutral color. I feel like this matches me to the T, and I love to take this around my jawline. So this is all of the cream foundations that I will be keeping. Not a lot. And this is all of the cream foundations that I will be getting rid of, which is also not a lot, but it's enough to make a dent, if you get what I'm saying. So we're moving on to the first bucket of liquids, and instantly I already know which foundation I am going to be getting rid of, and that is Miss Kat Von D. This is the Lock-It foundation in shade 78 Deep Neutral. This is too heavy for me and my oily skin. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I will be getting rid of that foundation. Another foundation that I will be getting rid of course, is the Cake Mix foundation from Beauty Bakery. I think this is discontinued. They don't even sell this foundation anymore. This was not my shade. I cannot wear this. I don't know why. She's out the door. Another foundation that I will be getting rid of is the YSL All Hours foundation. Not my shade. Don't know. But yeah, this is not my shade, so I will be getting rid of this. I might just keep it for display. But this is in the shade BD75, and I know I'm like 80, 85, so I know this is not my shade. Don't know why I got it, but I have it. I don't even know how I end up getting this. How did I get this foundation? I don't even know. But this is not my shade. Definitely not my shade. Another foundation I'm going to be getting rid of is that I haven't reached for a long time is the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation. I haven't reached for this in a long time, so I will be getting rid of this. I love the innovation of the droplet style that this foundation gives, but I haven't reached for this foundation in a moment, so she will be going out the door. I feel like I'm getting rid of a lot of foundations. I feel like I'm getting rid of a lot of liquids, and I think this is a good thing. I feel good. Super Stay Maybelline shade 360, 362. Out the door. Don't really reach for these as much anymore. Really good drugstore foundation. So if you want a full coverage foundation that's very much similar to the NARS Natural Radiant, Maybelline Super Stay is that girl for you. Next foundation is Huda Beauty. I haven't tried these foundations, so I'm going to actually hold on to them and give them a go on Foundation Hunt when things kind of get back to normal for me and my content for Foundation Hunt. I will be trying these foundations out. Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in shade F15. I'm actually going to be keeping this because I actually currently do use this a lot. I take it around my jawline when I want more of a luminous base. I actually have it on currently right now. So if I want like a more luminous base for my jawline, I would put this on. So the next foundation that I will be keeping, Fenty Beauty. I have them in multiple different shades because I was originally going to be putting these in my kits, and plus these was given to me by the brand. I have shade 390, shade 470, 450, 445, which I currently still do use, and then I have another 390. So I have two 390s, one 445, one 450, and one 470. So I will be keeping these because, of course, I'm not getting rid of Fenty. I'm not throwing away Fenty. I'm not giving away Fenty. No. I'm keeping my Fenty. So Fenty is the brand that put me on the map that most of you guys found me from. And I'm going to hold on to my Fenty products until the brand no longer exists. Like, come on, like, let's be real, guys. I'm not getting rid of my Fenty. Period. My Fenty's gonna go with me in my relationships wherever I go.
Let's roll, friends!
So the next foundation I have that I'm going to be keeping is the NARS Natural Radiant. I'll be dumb if I let this go. I'll be dumb if I throw this away because these are tea. If you have not tried them, I strongly recommend you give them a go. Natural Radiant from NARS. Tea. So I have 6 foundations from Anastasia. And I'm going to keep all 6 of them. Even though I can only wear 3 of them. So I have the shade 510, I have 520, 2 of 530, 1 540, and 1 560 from Anastasia, but all of these are really good. I'm actually going to be keeping these foundations because this was the first major brand in Sephora that reached out to me and added me to their PR list, so I definitely want to keep the foundations because this is like, you know, one of my major prize possessions. I'm gonna keep the foundation. We made a pretty good, decent dent. We're now at 1 solid level, and we only have 4 brands. 4 brands in this bin. So let's go ahead and move on to the other one. So far, I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liquid foundations. And we're on the last one. I'll bet at the top, I'm getting rid of the Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation from NYX Cosmetics. This is actually a really good foundation, full coverage matte. It's just that I cannot pump any of the product out of the bottle anymore because something is not working.
Somebody ain't doing the math right.
I'm not going to fight with this bottle. I'm not going to fight with the product. It's time for it to go. Long live and prosper. The next foundation I'm going to be getting rid of course, is the CoverGirl. This is the True Matte Foundation, True Blend Matte Made Foundation from CoverGirl. This was actually a really good foundation. So this is a nice full coverage matte foundation that you can get at the drugstore. I strongly recommend getting this if you're looking for something that's going to give you the business. She's tea. The next foundation I'm going to be keeping is the Stay Naked from Urban Decay. I currently have that on right now. She is tea. We're keeping her. We're keeping the Beauty Blender foundation. I have both the travel size, which you cannot get, and the full size. I have travel size at 4.40 and the full size at 4.45. I just got this recently. This is the Lorac Soft Focus Foundation in shade 23D. I kind of like it. She's okay. I don't know. Kind of figured out if I like her or not. But she was very inexpensive. She was like $9 at Ulta, and she was on like 90% off. The next foundation that I do have a lot of is from Lancome. This is the Lancome Tinted All Ultra Foundation. I have it in shade 470 Suede C. I don't know why, but I sometimes use this for concealer underneath the eyes. I have it in 530 and also in 540. 530 and 540 is usually the shades that I usually kind of go for my complexion. I sometimes take this as a concealer, so I'm going to be keeping these. Of course, I can't get rid of Lancome. Lancome is always a good staple to have in your kit. The next foundation that I just started kind of playing with and kind of need to get a pump for her, of course, is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I got it in the shade Minutus. It's a little warm, so I'm waiting for a good moment to actually pick her up and start using her. The next foundation that I will be keeping is the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. I have it in the shade N110. This is a really good foundation. Currently she's on sale for $22, so I'm going to be picking up another one because she's really good. This is like if Fenty had a big sister. The matte foundation from Fenty had a big sister. She's her. The next foundation that I will be getting rid of is an old foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This is OG. I'm actually not going to get rid of it, but I want to take it out of my collection and put her on display because this was the first foundation that I purchased at Sephora. And that's why I'm holding on to her. She's in shade 178. And that should tell you that they don't even go by this number anymore. So that's how old this foundation is. But I have not used this foundation, but I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to take it out of my collection if you kind of know what I'm saying. The next foundation is a new foundation to my collection, and that is the Born This Way matte foundation from Too Faced. I'm actually going to keep this foundation. It's in the shade Tiramisu. I've worn her once. She's okay. I want to give her another go before I kind of make my decision on her. Another foundation I will be keeping on hand is from Becca. This is the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in the shade Meat. Really haven't used her a lot, but I know she's good because she's the ultimate full coverage foundation on the market. Foundation that I will be getting rid of is from Sephora Collection. This is the Sephora Collection foundation in shade 58 Deep Fonts. Chocolate Nior or Dark Chocolate is the alternate name for this. I'm going to be getting rid of this because this is a little red for me. A little bit too red. One brand left and then we're done. Uma. I'm going to be keeping these. This is the first brand that I actually attended a brand event with. I'm keeping this. I'm not going to let go. This is going to be a nostalgic moment, a nostalgia piece for me. So the Say What foundation from Uma is really good. One of my favorites as well too, but I'm keeping it for nostalgia reasons. This is what this bin is looking like. We slimmed her down too a little bit. Some other foundations that I did not talk about, but I am going to be keeping, of course, is my backups. So I have a backup of the Milk Makeup Stick Foundation and also the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation. So keeping those. I'm not getting rid of those, but I do want to tell you guys that I do have backups of those. So let's count and see how many foundations I'm getting rid of. 20 foundations. Enough foundations to fit inside of a small Sephora bag. Woo. That's a lot of foundation. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you guys enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys comment down below some foundations that you guys got rid of your collection or some foundations you're interested in trying this year. I am going to hop off of here and I will definitely see you guys in the video. I know this is rushed, but I only got 22 seconds left and I want to make sure I say everything I can. Make sure you guys watch another video. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you made it this far. I love you. I love you. Peace. Bye.
Ever since I left the city